much should we actually be worrying about this Etsy free shipping thing? So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll have up in the card my series of videos from this past week explaining this whole thing, this bombshell that Etsy's dropped on us for buyers in the US are going to be seeing a priority placement for orders with free shipping over $35. And we've had our week of all the negative emotions, all our little pity party, fear, panic, thinking about quitting our shop. Let's get real with some facts and figures and think about this sensibly. So have you done the maths and actually figured out how much of your actual traffic comes from search? Now the data's not exact. I'm using the Search Analytics beta, my shop stats, and I'm using eRank to find out where my last 100 orders came from to get these kind of proportions. But it's enough to give me an idea about how big or small these numbers are. So in the last year, 24% of my entire traffic to my shop came from search terms. And not only that, but only 16% of my actual revenue for the entire year came from people putting in search terms. And even more interestingly, only 1/4 of my entire sales for the year were from America. So should I really be freaking out about this? Now, if you're from the US or anywhere not the UK, there's also facts and figures and thoughts and everything for all of us, but I just wanted to put in my actual numbers here as well. Now, year on year, my actual percentage of traffic coming from external sources, repeat buyers, all these other things is growing year on year as I get better at marketing myself. So search is getting less important. So should I really be freaking out, changing all my prices, spending a lot of energy to accommodate potentially 1/4 of 16%, potentially 4% of my sales? But also my annual growth for the past 5 or 6 years has been way above 4%. So would I even notice it if I lost all of those 4% of sales? And have you done the maths on your shop? Comment down below. How much potential sales could you be losing if all your US market, all the searchers who found you from the US and purchased, how much of a drop would that be potentially in your shop if we lost all of them? If it is such a tiny number as 4% in my case, is it really worth all this effort to panic, to stress, to freak out? Or as some people are even talking about leaving Etsy altogether, is it worth throwing in the towel for 4%? Obviously this is going to be different for all sellers, but even if it's a larger percent, it still might not be as important as you think. Etsy have not actually told us that items that don't have the free shipping to the US will be totally buried, will be totally lost in the search. This was the fear immediately when this was announced. Everyone jumped onto this thinking that the first few pages of search, it would all prioritize the items with the free shipping, and if you didn't have free shipping, you would be out of the search altogether. Now, we don't know exactly what they're planning, but their wording is not that. Their wording is talking about reserved priority placement. This sounds a lot more like what promoted listings is, an area where these items can be seen. And likely right under that, as is now, our normal search results will show up. So if you were on the front page, you're likely still on the front page. You'll just be dropped down a row or two. Now, Etsy are telling us in the test that they ran, customers were more likely to carry on and purchase after they clicked on an item that had free shipping. However, that test that they run, they were paying for the shipping for the shops that customers purchased from. In that small test, free shipping really meant free shipping. What's going to happen now with a lot of the shops is the prices are going to be inflated to cover the free shipping. So we don't know if customers will respond the same to items with a artificially higher price. And also another thing, if this is just an area, just a section of the search, then there's only going to be a limited number of shops that are going to get into there. So if you panic and put your listings hit the guarantee so that your listings get this free shipping boost that you're expecting, it might happen with the millions of other shops on Etsy that your item never even gets shown in that place. So you might have made the change, increased your prices, made you less appealing in the general search, and not get shown in this special place. And actually, over the past year, I've heard many shops saying that they've trialled free shipping without the boost. They've trialled free shipping in the regular search, and their sales have dropped. And when they've gone back to putting the prices back to normal, their sales have gone back to normal. So actually, if you make this change expecting that you'll do a little better, or expecting if you don't do this you'll do worse, you might find that you're not doing any better. You might find that you're doing worse, as your items aren't seen in this priority placement and your customers like them less because they seem more expensive. And they are more expensive if you're having to roll in an average price to cover all eventualities, rather than combined shipping and shipping directly to that location. And customers will realise this. Customers aren't stupid. Firstly, many buyers are also sellers too, so they know all this debacle, but they also know if they're buying a single item for under the $35 that's in this guarantee, it's likely that'll have had the price increased to cope with rolling over if they sell more than one of the item. They'll realise it's likely if they buy several items with the shipping price rolled into the price, they're paying shipping 4, 5, 6 times over. So it could very well be that customers will start boycotting items in the free shipping area. I know personally, I'm saying I'm not going to buy anything from this free shipping section. I'm going to buy things from normal search. But most importantly to all of this, relying on search is a terrible business strategy. The Etsy search is not for you. It is not for the seller. The Etsy search is to make Etsy money. It's to be able to show the customer the thing they're more likely to buy. We are not guaranteed any kind of placement on search ever. When we put up a listing, we're paying for all the infrastructure to have our shop, to be able to deal with the sales, to be able to deal with the money and everything. We're not paying for a position in search. Now, search is a nice extra, and it's something we should be aiming for with a good SEO to get a chance to get a little boost, but it shouldn't be our main business strategy. It shouldn't be the main thing that we're relying on. We should be relying on building from these customers that we get in search to turn them into return customers with awesome customer experience. And keep customers with us no matter where we're intending selling in the future, with mailing lists, websites and social media. And diversifying our income, not just relying on an Etsy income, perhaps with getting placements in bricks and mortar stores, selling tutorials and courses, or running workshops. Looking into some affiliate programs where if you recommend to people some of the tools you use to create your items, you get some money back for driving people to that company. And also driving your own traffic from figuring out about Google search, from perhaps get featured in other blogs or media. Now, if you already do free shipping and it's working for you, fantastic. Don't stress about that at all. Possibly check into the legality of it, but you don't need to do anything. You don't need to freak out. Keep it as it is. And if you feel like testing this free shipping, then fantastic too. We should always be testing things. So give it a go if you feel like doing that. But if you consider that you should be driving the majority of your traffic not from search, and that search is likely to still be working just fine after this change, and that there's a vanishingly small chance of you getting included in this preferential area, then it's really not worth panicking about at the minute in time. As Etsy is actually saying, it's worth hanging tight, seeing what tools they're offering us, seeing what this looks like when it's rolled out at the end of the month, but not making massive changes to our shop based on what we don't even know is going to happen yet. So I hope that's helped to slightly reassure you. I know this free shipping thing is not great, and it sounds like they're trying to blackmail us into doing what they want. They want people with free shipping. However, it's our shop to run it our way. So don't make changes on a knee-jerk reaction to things you don't even know anything about yet. And speaking of learning what's going on, Etsy is supposed to be opening the Q&A session onto the new tools that they're offering today. So if I find out where that is, and if I find out the demo video they were supposed to be doing today, I'll let you know in the comments in this video, and we'll talk about that more in the next videos. So don't forget, if you want to keep updated with everything I'm learning from this free shipping palaver, click on my wee face to subscribe, click the bell to get notified of all my new videos, and come back often for more tips and tricks. Thank you so much.